It's a story that challenges the innocence of children pretending to be adults. A photographer creates a photo series of kids reliving some of the greatest tragedies of our generation. I want you to take a look at a few of them. A warning for you, some of the pictures might disturb you. They were shot by a noted Canadian photographer, Jonathan Hobin. He calls the series In the Playroom. Here's one with a set of twins reliving the 9/11 tragedy. You can see a child holding the second plane hitting the Twin Towers, and you can see tiny people jumping from the Twin Towers. Here's another one reenacting Hurricane Katrina slamming into the Gulf Coast. One child is wearing a life preserver with FEMA written on it. And there are more. Well, let's find out more about the photographer and why he did this from CNN's Zain Verjee in London. So, what do we know about this artist?
Well, he's pretty controversial right now with this photographic series. His name is Jonathan Hobin, as you said. He works and lives between Ottawa and Toronto. I just want to show you some more of his pictures here, Carol. Take a look at this one. Anyone who was following what was happening in Iraq during Abu Ghraib is going to recognize this photograph. But it's disturbing because you have kids here reenacting this. You see a kid on the box there covered in black with a black bag over his head. Then you've got the young girl posing and having a laugh at that situation. A little boy on the right there you see screaming. And then there's all this Halloween stuff, Carol, down there at the bottom. You see a pumpkin and ghosts stuck up like that. Let me show you another of his pictures. This is a reenactment of the Natalie Holloway story that the media had covered. You know, you can see there's a girl there, Carol, in the middle. She's dressed as a cheerleader, and she's like standing in a grave with three guys, the three kids that represent the three guys that were sort of at the center of this. So Joran van der Sloot and his two buddies. So this, you know, a lot of people, Carol, so outraged by this, but it is making a point.
What point? I was just going to ask you, what's the photographer trying to say?
What he's saying is that these are iconic moments of our contemporary history, and that these are so iconic that he wanted to capture it with kids in order to capture a reality that they face and make people think. Here's what he said in a statement. "I hope to prompt viewers to think about the first time they heard about or saw the aftermath of current events, and to imagine how a child with limited context and experience might perceive the same event." So, you know, images in the media are bombarded all the time, and kids are in the room, they're watching on TV and seeing stuff around social media. So he's trying to say, well, hey, wait a minute, what kind of an impact does this have as kids have to integrate this in their lives today and process it?
Oh, but like you say, causing a lot of outrage despite his artistic explanation.